What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another exhilarating episode of Lockdown 23 and 1. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been growing my hair out. This is the longest my hair has been in forever, and I must say, it's beautiful. I'll be looking like Tom Cruise here in no time. Anyways, today I got two clips coming your way. One from Duval County. What is that, Florida? And the second clip is coming from good old Fulton County Jail. And if I remember correctly, that's where Young Thug is housed at. A famous rapper that we've done a couple stories on. Being charged on the RICO. Every damn time I hear the word RICO, I think of Starship Troopers. Only good bug is a dead bug. Johnny Rico.
Tonight on the 10 o'clock news, it was after an argument over a $2 lunch bag that this Duval County inmate wound up dead. News4 Jax learned Cody Riley was killed in a fight with another inmate.
Now, we're not identifying the prisoner who killed him because his actions were ruled justifiable. News4 Jax reporter Eric Avanier is joining us live from the Duval County Jail to explain what happened. And Eric, you spoke with this man who killed Riley.
Yes, I did. I spoke with him earlier this evening at his home. It was off camera. He admitted to me that he and Riley were cellmates here inside the Duval County Jail. However, that was about as much as I was able to get out of him because he said that he didn't want to make any more comments before first speaking with his attorney.
Smart guy, smart guy.
31-year-old Cody Riley died back in March following a fight he had with a cellmate inside the Duval County Jail. News4 Jax only learned of the details surrounding the incident after this 18-page police report was made public Thursday afternoon. On page 8 of the report, a witness who was inside the cell when the fight started told investigators that it all began when an inmate sold Riley a $2 lunch, but Riley could not pay back the money until the following week. The witness said the inmate became upset with Riley and the two men began to argue. The argument turned physical when, according to the witness, Riley threw the first punch at his cellmate. The cellmate fought back, causing Riley to fall and hit his head. Riley was taken to UF Health, where emergency room doctors discovered Riley was suffering from a brain bleed. Emergency surgery was performed to relieve pressure on the brain, and according to page 4 of the report, the surgery was successful, but Riley was still in critical condition. Days later, Riley died. The medical examiner ruled Riley's death as a homicide and the cause of death as blunt force trauma to the head. After a lengthy investigation, the state attorney's office determined the homicide was justifiable because, according to investigators, Riley was the aggressor who threw the first punch. Riley was in jail awaiting to be sentenced after he pled guilty to 3 counts of armed robbery. He previously served time in prison for home invasion and assault with a deadly weapon.
Man, oh man, can you imagine dying over a free bag lunch from the state? I know they said $2, but that shit's given to you for free from the jail in substitute for a tray. Even though I love bag lunches, they're not worth dying for. And they're definitely not worth $2 if you're to ask me. Anyways, the first and most important thing I want to tackle about this story is you never know. Fighting in lockup is totally different from anything I've ever witnessed. Simply from all the concrete and steel. If you don't get hurt from the person you're fighting, then you're going to hurt yourself on some of the surroundings. That's just how it goes. You better hope to God, pray that you don't get dumped. I see someone get power bombed on concrete from like 6.5 feet up. Boom! Out cold. Didn't give a shit. Dude kept on hitting him. So first and foremost, before anything, think before you swing that punch. And you know, people that ain't never been in the system probably read the title and like, damn, dude was probably starving. Ended up dying trying to fight for his bag lunch. That's probably not the case. He probably had plenty of food. Didn't need the bag lunch and was hustling to the guys that did. But for him to fight over the bag lunch makes me think that he didn't have too much money either. Or he had the battery put in his back by his homeboys. You just gonna let homeboy not pay you like that? It happens like that all the time. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen. They don't want to fight. It's just because they're amped up by their homeboys. Anyways, homeboy decided to, whether it was off of pride or just simple respect. He swung the first punch, and it was the worst mistake of his life. There's people that witnessed the whole thing, probably surveillance video as well. And with all that put together and him swinging the first punch with violent charges on his background, the other dude's definitely not going to get charged for nothing. Not to mention, it was probably more than likely on accident. Dude hit his head going down. So fellas, really think twice about swinging that fist. The first interview I ever did on this channel was from someone that killed someone with one punch. But I do know one thing. The dude that punched him with the one-hitter quitter, he became like a legend overnight, right? And he didn't even get charged. And he didn't even pay back that damn bag lunch. He just won all the way around. Oh, Cody got smoked up, man. Damn. Now you might be asking, Mr. Death, how do you handle the situation if you don't want to fight? Me personally, I'll roll up to him and be like, you know what, bruh, keep it. Stay the fuck away from me. That's it. Cut ties with them, man. People ain't gonna look at you funny just because you let a little funky, dusty-ass bag lunch go. Nah. Well, it depends on how your delivery is. You know, there's a lot of acting that goes with the survival of prison as well. Or shall I say bluffing. Now, let me show you one more clip about Fulton County Jail. This happened, I think, 2.5 weeks ago, but I'm sure within the facility, the inmates are still feeling it.
I want to address your question specifically, and timing is everything. So at this very moment, there are 5 different agencies to include DeKalb, Cobb County, Fulton County, and a couple other agencies, the state. We're actually conducting a massive shakedown at the jail right now, started earlier this morning.
So keep in mind, like I said, it was 2.5 weeks ago. And for what it sounds like, they're having the help of multiple counties coming to this jail to get a good, clean sweep. I've seen COs come into jails for shakedowns that were probably off on that day, but I ain't seen too many people come from multiple other counties. I don't know, maybe it's different in other states. This is pretty damn major. And for those of y'all that might not know what a shakedown is, it's one of the worst things inmates got to go through during lockup. COs usually wake you up in the middle of the night while you're dreaming good, take you downstairs for a quick strip search, touch your toes. Bobby! Then you sit down in a cold-ass room, probably in your boxers and nothing else, while they rampage your cell looking for contraband. Then you got to go back up and put all those broken pieces back together. Now the question here is, why are they doing the shakedown right now?
Several things, right? And this is not simply because of the actions of the DA and certainly our police partners. This is simply because it's the right thing to do. And we are running a massive facility, the largest in the Southeast, 3,200 inmates, give or take, on the weekend. And so we've gotten and enjoyed the relationship with the DA as one of the things that we stepped up to do from the beginning. When we knew the jail was overcrowded, when we first took office, was to give access to the DA's investigators, reunite the partnership with the Atlanta Police Department, the investigators, et cetera. So there's a lot of information there that'll be forthcoming. And as you know, we had a deputy that was stabbed last week before, and so those things spawned this next action. So our goal is to have the safest jail in the industry, but quite simply these actions and the partnerships we created.
All right, so he said this is not solely because of the DA and what they got going on, meaning I'm guessing the whole Young Thug thing. I don't know, I'm just throwing my shoots out there. I'm sure that has a little bit to do with the shakedown as well, because I've been reading that they think old Young Thug has some ties within the system, inside of jail and prison. I don't know, that's just what they're thinking. Now you also got to keep in mind a shakedown's definitely coming your way if a CO or any kind of staff member got stabbed. Guaranteed they're coming to tear that damn block apart, the whole damn jail. Always happens like that when staff gets stabbed. So really, this is probably just, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Get all the shanks, make sure that the staff don't get stabbed again, and fish for kites, see if there's any words being spread around the jail. Anything. Catch someone with some drugs in the cell, maybe he knows a little bit about something as well. It's literally a whole nother world behind those bars. Drama and shit going down every single day. Whole nother world. Anyways, like I said, it was going to be a short one. Had to bring that one to your attention. And hopefully someone learned that anything can happen with these damn fist fights, especially in jail. So think twice. You could trick up your time and never leave.